Number 6, Porfirio says, I met a Porfirio at the conference last week, so maybe this is you, Porfirio. I remember you, brother. If it's you. If not, I mean, there's not that many of you. So what do you say to Christians who say they have been blessed with the movie The Shack and other progressive content, even though it's filled with New Age themes and progressive Christianity? I split them into 2 categories in my head. My quick answer is this, right? There are those who will read The Shack and somehow it has like little effect on them because they're so unaware of the problems. Let me try to give an illustration. Let's say that I gave you directions and I was giving you directions to go somewhere and half my directions were bad. But it's a group. I'm giving 1,000 people, I'm giving directions to go somewhere. But half of my directions are bad, the other half are good. But for some reason, a third of my crowd doesn't notice my bad directions. And they end up going right to the right place. And they go, oh, he really helped me out. But the people who really paid attention, they ended up in the wrong place. This is what I think happens with The Shack and some of the progressive stuff. Is you look at it and you go, for some of you, it wouldn't even be a third. It's probably a lower percentage than that. It's like you're so unaware of the errors that you're reading right past them, you're not paying attention to them, you're just sort of feeling your way through the material, that it has much less of an impact on you. And so I know some people who are like, well, I love The Shack, and then I look at them and I think they're actually pretty solid and orthodox. I'm not even going to debate with them about it. I don't think they even noticed the major issues that are there. So those same people are they're gonna gauge the goodness of the book based upon their experience with the book, not based upon the clear statements and everything it says, which is probably what you and me, the more analytical ones, are gonna be doing. So Porfirio, I'm gonna ask 2 questions. Okay, yes, you read that. Okay, you liked it. The second question is, and how have the problems and the lies that are embedded in that work, how have they impacted you? And if I look and I go, they're not really impacting you, maybe I'm having the wrong debate with that person and I need to look at other things. Yeah. So yeah. Now, on the other hand, if you find people that like The Shack because they believe some of these bad theology things that are in there, that like, you know, the progressive Christian content because they're believing some of the wrong theology, then you target the theology. It's not just the content, it's the beliefs, right? The belief that my inner experiences are my guiding light for my theology, even if it disagrees with Scripture. This is a huge pillar that at least I believe, for progressive Christianity. My inner experiences are my guiding light, my inner feelings about what's good and bad, what's right and wrong, my purpose, my sense of self. They're my guiding truth. They're my sola self. That's not how Latin works, but they're my guiding truth above Scripture. That's a central idea in progressive thinking. And that's something I would want to talk about.